I talked to a bunch of people around Seattle, and they all felt 3 years ago when they made the postseason for the first time in 21 years, it was a relief. Hey, we finally made it back. That has gone away now. This is a legitimate contender in a wide-open American League field.
Absolutely. The Seattle Mariners have it all. They are led by one guy, though. His name is Cal Raleigh, and he has the best nickname in baseball, the Big Dumper.
Meanwhile, here are the Tigers. They looked like they were going to run away with the American League Central in mid-July. They collapse in September, but here they are. They grind through a wild card series against Cleveland. That means they get to hit the reset button today. Mariners rotation wasn't really intact together until about mid-August. Just about every starter dealt with some kind of injury over the course of the season. Remember, this is one of the best rotations in all of baseball last year. But Kirby in his 23 starts, there's one common theme. He is around the strike zone. Torres, an all-star in his first season with the Detroit Tigers after 7 years with the New York Yankees. He's got more playoff experience than any other Detroit Tiger on the roster. This is his 49th career game.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. One away for the Tigers. George Kirby strikes out the leadoff batter, Gleyber Torres.
But now it's up to Kerry Carpenter, who has obliterated George Kirby's pitches so far in his career. Kirby has a ERA better than 7 against the Tigers in his career in 6 starts. Part of that is Kerry Carpenter's 4 home runs and 8 at-bats. Runs up a fastball for strike 3.
Bueno, I know you said that the Tigers can hit fastballs, but if they're going to swing at them up here, above the belt, like that one to Torres and this one to Carpenter, it could be a long day for these Tigers.
Green loops one towards right center field. That will get down for a base hit on his first curveball of the game. Riley Green was right there to knock it into right for a single of the 2-out variety, and the inning extends to Spencer Torkelson for Detroit.
Strike 3 called, he did it! The crowd on their feet, and we are underway to October baseball. What a start for George Kirby and the Mariners.
And it will be up to Troy Melton, who they have plans on him being a starting pitcher going forward. This will be just his 5th career major league start. Got a tough assignment as Randy Arozarena had a career high power season. And he takes a breaking ball to left, backing on it is Green, and he reaches up for out number 1.
Cal with 60 home runs on the season, the modern day Bambino. Let's see if he can keep it going here in the postseason. I think he can. Ground ball up the middle into right center field, a base hit for Cal. Torres to his right, connected to it. Cal gets aboard with a 1-out single here in the bottom of the first inning.
Rodriguez chops it to third, grabbed by McKinstry, throw to second. Torres digs it out, relay to first is not in time. Rodriguez, one of the fastest Seattle Mariners, is able to beat it out and keep the inning alive. It is a 4-pitch walk to push Rodriguez into scoring position. That'll bring up Polanco with an RBI chance. 0-1 to Polanco is lifted in the air. Right center field, well struck. Munoz and Carpenter are there, and it is Carpenter to haul it in, and Melton leaves a pair of Mariners stranded. A scoreless first, off to the second in Game 1. Scoreless first inning between the Tigers and Mariners in Game 1 of this American League Division Series, and it will be the first game played for Colt Keith since September the 18th. Hard hit into right field, and Colt Keith right back in the book. He bangs a single to start off this second inning.
Way up high for ball 4. So now the Tigers have runners on at first and second with nobody out.
For the most part, the Tigers have had a lot of success over the times they've seen George Kirby. And Waino, you were talking about how elevated that ERA. I know we mentioned Carpenter, but a lot of guys have had success against him.
Yeah, his last 5 starts has been really, really tough. I'll tell you this, though. His last start was his best start against them in a long time.
Another 2-2 to McKinstry. It is waved down and missed. He used the slider that time. And now Javi Baez has 2 on and 1 out. He chops one towards third, left side. Picked up by Suarez, and the throw gets Baez. 2 runners in Keith and Dingler both advanced 90 feet, but they're now 2 away here in the second.
Second and third, 2 outs. You get a hit right here if you're Parker Meadows. Crowd's excited. You're the road team. It quiets the crowd, puts all the pressure on Seattle.
It is strike 3 call, and he did it. George Kirby gets out of a jam. Strikeout number 5. He fans Parker Meadows looking, and the Tigers leave 2 stranded in scoring position, and again they're going crazy here at T-Mobile Park.
Cool moment right here between Canzone and the man who's catching the pitches from Melton. Canzone had an excellent year grinding through a couple of rough patches, and behind the plate is his former Ohio State teammate. All right, now Canzone goes down on a 97-mile-an-hour fastball that kept on looking at Melton after that. Payoff pitch, and he gets a swing and a miss on a fastball. Couple of them to get Canzone and Robles back-to-back. A 1-2-3 Melton frame. To the third we go. Torres back at the top of this Detroit order. Second time through against George Kirby. He struck out on a high fastball his first time. Down the right field line towards the corner. That drops fair. Gleyber Torres looks for extra bases. Played out in the corner by Robles, but it's a leadoff double for Torres. A 2-strike, 2-bagger to start the third for Detroit.
Kerry Carpenter has to figure out a way to get him to third.
Slider in the air to center. It is Rodriguez. Torres will bluff the move, but he's sticking at second. There's one down in the third. There's the slider low, though, and he missed that one. Kirby gets his 6th strikeout already. Well sequenced by Kirby. He's trying to work around the leadoff double. Here's Torkelson. In the air, well struck ball, left center field. This is going to push Arozarena and Rodriguez back. It is Julio for the third out. And after the leadoff double, Kirby leaves Torres sitting at second. Randy Arozarena back at the top of the Mariner order. His postseason career has had some electric moments. Melton's 1-2. Half swing and a miss. It's a strike anyway. 3 Ks for Troy Melton. 2 up and 2 down. And here comes Cal Raleigh, the big dumper. Swings at the first pitch. Out to center. Meadows is there. And Melton has really settled in nicely. He's retired 7 straight since the first inning. 2-2 on Colt Keith, who returned with a single to start off the second inning. His first game since mid-September after that intercostal strain. He goes and chases a changeup as Kirby mixes it up for his 7th strikeout, the first on that change. He's got McKinstry set up, and he gets him to swing and miss on a slider.
A helpless hack and a slider buried right on top of home plate. 8 strikeouts for George Kirby through 4 scoreless innings in Game 1 against the Tigers.
Julio Rodriguez in the heart of the Mariner order. They lead things off here in the bottom of the 4th against the 24-year-old Troy Melton. And Melton so far has been excellent. He's retired the last 7 he's faced after some traffic in the first.
Swing hammered. Center field. Take cover. Back by the batter's eye. Gone! Julio! The Mariners take a 1-0 lead in the 4th inning.
They have waited 24 years in Seattle to explode like that. Their first run at home since 2001. And now Josh Naylor launches one towards the moon, but this might stay in the park. My goodness, Carpenter is there to retire Naylor. 1 down. Suarez waves and misses. Melton settles back in to retire the rest of the side in order. That's 10 of 11 retired now by George Kirby, who gets to work with a lead. His payoff pitch is a breaking ball. Luke to right. That's going to drop in front of Robles for a base hit. So the 9-hitter indeed gets aboard. Kerry Carpenter to the plate against Kirby here.
Yeah, interesting mound visit with the base open. You guys mentioned the history between the two. Green on deck has been vulnerable to that high fastball. Interesting choice here for Kirby. How aggressive to be with Carpenter.
Not tonight. I don't pitch around him, Tom. Kirby's been too good, and he's been able to locate that ball up.
Carpenter swings, launches it to right, and the Tigers will lead. That is gone, and Carpenter comes up clutch in the division series again. And he gets the best of Kirby again. Numbers against Kirby in his career. When he swings and makes contact, he does not get cheated. 2-1 Tigers.
Didn't get it in.
Yep.
First of all, 3 heaters in a row trying to go to the same spot. Kerry Carpenter made the adjustment. That one didn't get in. That one didn't come back.
In towards center field, Rodriguez coming. He has to speed up, and it's going to fall down. It's a base hit for Riley Green. Rodriguez maybe trying to get a read on it, was turning on the jets to try to catch up to it as it drops down for a 2-out single.
Swinging a ground ball, cute softly over to JP. A little flip to Polanco at second base to retire the side.
Rafael Montero has pitched deep into the postseason. His 16th career appearance in the playoffs. First away from Houston. Ball 4. Good plate appearance by Arozarena after he was down in the count 0-2. And now the tying run is aboard for Cal Raleigh. Right center field towards the gap. Meadows will not get there. Arozarena turns on the jets, and he'll go first to third. The throw is late.
Really nice base running by Randy Arozarena. 2-0 split. Cal Raleigh gets, dumps it into right field. Maybe not even a strike. Randy Arozarena on first. Reads this beautifully.
And now it's Rodriguez with Arozarena at third and Raleigh at first.
Swung on, ripped, right field base hit. Randy scores from third. This game is tied 2-2 in the 6th inning. Julio comes through big for the Mariners. He's pumping his fist at first base. He's yelling into the dugout, and the Tigers are making a change. This building has been ignited.
And Julio Rodriguez, after a little bit of a sluggish first half, controversial All-Star pick, did not go to the All-Star game, said he wanted to rest up for the second half, and he was very productive after. He's got both Seattle RBIs tonight. Tyler Holton is in, Josh Naylor at the plate.
Sinker's his best pitch. Can he get a ground ball, get a double play, get the Tigers out of this inning?
Naylor chops it over Holton. It's the shortstop right there. Baez tags, Baez throws. Torkelson lunges out to hold on, and it's a 6-3 double play.
Just what the doctor ordered. What a play by Javi Baez, but what bad base running by Julio Rodriguez. I'm sorry, you cannot let him tag you.
You got to fall down there.
You just cannot let him tag you.
Raleigh's still the go-ahead run at third for Polanco. To right field, Carpenter back, now on it, and he's got it.
Tyler Holton, so good at stranding runners, does it again.
Late innings in game one, tied up at 2 apiece, and it's Gabe Spire, the most heavily used Seattle reliever this year, facing the left-hander Parker Meadows.
Swung on and missed. A beauty of a slider. No chance for Meadows. Goes down swinging. Gabe Spire, the punch out to start the 7th. Strike 3 called. Freeze him. A vicious slider takes a bite out of Torres. He goes barking on his way to the Tigers dugout. Gabe Spire, 2 up, 2 down, both on strikeouts.
Breaking ball past him and into the glove of the shortstop Crawford, who throws out Carpenter. A 1-2-3, Spire 7th. It's stretch time in Seattle. Brash checks in with the bases empty and 1 out in the 8th, dealing to the right-hander Spencer Torkelson. He throws a fastball outside, so Torkelson, after being down in the count 0-2, is able to work back with a walk. 2-strike offering, and there's the sinker at 97 for the strikeout.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3 got him. That's going to retire the side. A couple of strikeouts for Matt Brash. That's it for the Tigers.
Kyle Finnegan, traded over from the Nationals, has been great. Absolutely great.
J.P. Crawford out to center field. There goes Meadows at the wall, and he's there. And pitcher-friendly T-Mobile Park helps out Kyle Finnegan to retire J.P. Crawford. Arozarena out towards right center field. Well struck ball, but Carpenter's back again. 2 down.
Well, that's 2. That scared Adam Amin and Adam Wainwright. Their heart skipped a little beat if you're a Tiger fan. Both balls struck well, but both have been caught just on the warning track.
Even Kerry Carpenter. The game has built to this moment. Finnegan against Raleigh in a tie game in the 8th. And Raleigh is able to send it the other way into left center field. Handles the splitter to put the go-ahead run on base. The Mariners have 5 hits, all of them between Raleigh and the man coming to the plate in Julio Rodriguez. And Rodriguez goes down on the splitter. And Kyle Finnegan comes on and leaves Raleigh sitting at first base.
So here's Munoz, an outstanding year, 38 saves, was 3-3 with a 1.73 ERA in 64 appearances.
His fastball is punched by Zach McKinstry down the left field line. Arozarena's there, and it's 1 pitch to get the first out of the 9th.
Swinging a line drive to third, right there. Gino to his knees, reaches to his left, and he makes the catch. It took Gino to his knees, reaching over, was able to get to it for the 2nd out of the inning. That was a frozen rope, and it came back toward Gino. That was a shot off the bat of Baez.
Back towards Munoz, he makes the catch, and Meadows cannot believe it.
Holy smokes, what a catch by Munoz. Self-defense liner right back at him. He made the catch, fell on his back on the front slope of the mound, and that's going to retire the side.
Vest, who was drafted by Detroit but debuted in his major league career for Seattle, now in his 4th year back with the Tigers. First pitch swinging, flips it. Baez, the shortstop, is there. 1 pitch, 1 out in the bottom of the 9th inning. Called strike 3. He got him to send this thing to extra innings. Top of the Detroit order. Remember, in the postseason, when you go to extra innings, the ghost runner is eliminated. We go back to traditional baseball, and boy, they are getting used to this now in Seattle. Breaking ball, and Torres hits it to left. Arena's there for out number 1. Keep this in mind. Munoz just recorded his 4th out. That's only the 2nd time all year he's recorded 4. He's never had to record 5 outs in a game this season.
Strike 3 called. Freeze him. A slider right at the bottom of the zone. All Carpenter could do is stare. Swung on and missed. Caught him. A wicked slider. Munoz lets out a yell, and so does everyone in this building. Andres Munoz, 6 up, 6 down in 2 innings. A dynamite performance.
Now Will Vest, who's been in this situation plenty of times, has the bottom of the Seattle order here.
Soft ground ball to second base. Torres will charge field, the shoulder high bounce, easy flip to Torkelson at first. Will Vest filling up the strike zone with good stuff.
Raley pops it up. McKinstry, and he's got it for out number 2. 2-2 delivery to Crawford. It is swung on and missed, and Vest is fired up.
Both closers go 6 up, 6 down in the 9th and 10th.
Carlos Vargas, who was on 70 times this season, originally acquired almost 2 years ago from Arizona in exchange for his now 3rd baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Payoff to Torkelson, and a good at-bat worked. He's able to draw the leadoff walk. That pumps up the Tigers' dugout a little bit as the go-ahead run reaches to start the frame. Perez came in as a pinch hitter in the 8th inning and struck out against Matt Brash. 1-2 pitch is in the dirt. That gets away from Raleigh, and on to second base will go Torkelson. The go-ahead run in the 11th is in scoring position for the Tigers.
It's a big deal because it takes away the double play.
He got him with the cutter. Perez goes down, and there's one away.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Carlos Vargas. He stayed with that cutter, and he gets Dingler like he did Perez.
Issues that plagued the Tigers a little bit in the wild card series showing up here in game 1. 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. 1 for 17 with men on base. Here's McKinstry. And there is a base hit with a man aboard. Sneaks it through the middle. Torkelson will score. And right on cue, the Tigers take the lead. McKinstry delivers in the 11th.
All that you just said, Adam, goes away with 1 swing of the bat.
Boy, see, you get that second out, you're thinking, all right, you know, I got him right where I want him, and you maybe don't concentrate exactly the same way you should, and Zach McKinstry ambushes this first pitch sinker right over the outside part of the plate.
Back up the middle for Baez. The second baseman Polanco's behind the bag.
A walk, a wild pitch, and a McKinstry 2-out single. Tigers take the lead. We go to the bottom of the 11th.
Cater Montero, just 25 years of age from Venezuela, who made his major league debut in May of last season. This will just be his 13th career relief appearance between the regular season and playoffs. He has never had a major league save, and to get one tonight, he's got to go through the top of the Mariners order in Arozarena, Raleigh, and Rodriguez. Arozarena bounces it to the left side, cut off by the 3rd baseman, McKinstry. 1 down here in the 11th.
Love the aggressiveness by McKinstry. He got the big hit. He's feeling all happy, and then he cuts out Baez because he's the only one that could have made this play.
Swing and a pop-up. Will it be playable? Coming over McKinstry. He's going to be able to make the play. Over by the end of the Tigers dugout for the 2nd out of the 11th against the most dangerous hitter in this lineup.
Mariners have mustered 5 hits. All of them have come from Raleigh and Rodriguez. The 2 from Julio have driven in runs. On the ground, that's through, and the tying run is aboard for the Mariners. A 3-hit Rodriguez game 1, and he keeps the line moving for Naylor. On the ground, 2 first, vacuumed up by Torkelson, and the Tigers come on the road to Seattle and take game 1.
Down early, Carpenter with a home run. Tigers lose the lead, and then Zach McKinstry comes through with 2 outs in the top of the 11th inning to deliver the go-ahead run, and Cater Montero closes it out. Wow.